All right, happy Sunday, folks. Welcome to All In Football. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer. And don't forget my show, my comedy show is January 29th. I've already sent out the information and details to you all. I got my co-host, the big man, the big fella, big dog. It has been crazy in college football in the NFL. Take us away.
Man, we're going to start off the day after Christmas. People were getting Christmas gifts out again because Northwestern gave Central Michigan a Christmas gift in the Game Above Sports Bowl, 34-7 tail kicking.
Bro, that was crazy. And again, we know a lot of teams backed out of certain bowl games, and I'm like, y'all can back out all you want. We're gonna see what these other teams are made of, and I mean, what a BTA.
Oh yeah. Then the Rake Bowl. That's right, the Rake Bowl. The University of Minnesota Golden Gophers took on the University of New Mexico Iblos, whatever they call themselves, and beat them in overtime to 20-17. Did you know this is the University of Minnesota's 9th consecutive bowl win?
I wasn't fully aware, but shout out to the Golden Gophers, man, to keep that streak alive. That was actually a really good game, too.
Also, the University of Texas San Antonio took on the Florida International University in the Server Pro First Responder Bowl. And, boy, they served up a first responder, all right, 57-20. The road runners, University of San Antonio, beat Florida International.
Yeah, man, FIU, they were trying to hang in there at first. And I mean, San Antonio, look, they ran with it. You know, one thing led to another, and I mean, they just remained hot, man. So, shout out to those guys.
Saturday. That's right, Saturday. Because you probably had your Pop-Tarts, because we were talking about the Pop-Tarts Bowl. The University of Brigham Young, number 12 in the nation, took on number 22, Georgia Tech. And Brigham Young outlasted Georgia Tech 25-21.
They did another great game down there in Orlando. I was super excited to see what the QB for Georgia Tech were doing this last year. They fell short, and I mean, pretty much a lot of folks are saying the Yellow Jackets, they're really frauds. But I'm not going to discredit BYU either. Shout out to those guys.
And the Tax Slater Gator Bowl, and that's right, your W-2s be coming out in a couple of weeks, too. Hey, the Tax Slater Gator Bowl, number 19, University of Virginia Cavaliers took on the Missouri Tigers, and Virginia beat them 13-7.
Yo, hey, man, kudos to Coach Elliott, bro. I didn't think that they were going to pull it out, and they shocked me to battle against the SEC team. Listen, let's be real. Missouri is not like the Alabamas or the Auburns or the big-time schools in the SEC, but they also play great football. And UVA, despite them losing the ACC championship, they got a bowl game, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen for those guys next season. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
The Kinder's Texas Bowl, number 21 Houston took on LSU, and number 21 Houston beat LSU 38-35 in the last-minute field goal.
That was a hell of a game, man.
Good game.
Back and forth. And Houston came out on top. I'm excited to see what Coach Lane Kiffin has in store for us for LSU next year and to see what they'll get in the transfer portal.
I actually watched this game, flicking back and forth between the Saturday NFL and this. The New Mexico Bowl. The University of Texas took on San Diego State. At one point, it was 40-20 in the fourth quarter. I flicked back. It was 49-40 with a minute left, and University of San Diego State was driving.
Yeah.
They scored, but they ran out of time. They needed 2 more minutes. 49-47.
Man, shout out to North Texas, man. San Diego State University. They fought back again. The clock was not their best friend. You got to punch it in a little earlier, but I mean, they fought, like you said, to come back from a huge deficit like that. That was really big for those guys.
The Military Bowl, East Carolina and Pittsburgh.
That was a good one,
East Carolina beat Pittsburgh 23-17.
Hey, man, that's the ACC school they beat. That was definitely a great game from start to finish. It was going back and forth. And, I mean, the Pirates took over the Panthers at Pitt. I mean, that says a lot, in a different conference. And again, they're playing against an ACC school. Could we see some more schools being added, taken away out the ACC? We shall see.
The Bad Boy Motors Pinstripe Bowl from Yankee Stadium. The Penn State Nittany Lions took on the Clemson Tigers, and the Nittany Lions just clawed and scratched and clawed and beat the Clemson Tigers 22-10.
Crazy game. Shout out to the interim coach who was able to fill in after all they had to go through losing James Franklin, but they have a new coach coming in. That's huge for Penn State, man. We want to see them get back on the right track when he's close enough to it. As for Dabo Swinney and company, we shall see how things are going to turn out in the offseason for the program.
You thought this might have been a home game. Fenway Bowl, University of Connecticut versus Army. And Army laid it on smackdown, 41-16 on Connecticut.
Yeah, I guess we see why those guys in the Army, when they work out and when they take care of their bodies, probably a little bit more than UConn. They definitely gave them a BTA up there in Boston, man. Crazy, cold, solid atmosphere like I expected. And shout out to Army.
I didn't have my gin and juice because Snoop Dogg Bowl was on last night, too. And Arizona, the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Yeah. Miami, Ohio, and Fresno State. And Fresno State win 18-3.
18-3, man. Look, those guys should look. They weren't gonna make the Snoop Dogg Bowl look bad. Come out of the state of California. They weren't gonna get embarrassed. I just saw Snoop Dogg attacking the end zone, catching a kick on the touchback. Crazy how he has his own bowl game. He's just living the dream. He got his hands in everything. Huge kudos to Fresno State.
Hey, Heavy, take me to commercial break, and we'll come back with the NFL sports, and we're going to get into the big one of who you got,
man.
The college football playoff.
That time. Y'all stay tuned for more here at All In Football. Like I said, we got some things coming up for you all. It's almost the end of 2025. That means a few things. College football playoff, and we're going to talk about the big league soon. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to All In Football. It's your boy Heavy. It's that time, y'all. Who are we going to choose, and what do we think is going to take place in the college football world? Big dog, you got it.
First, the NFL. Christmas Day. Ho, ho, ho. And the day that Jesus Christ was born.
That's right.
Amen. Hey, the Washington Commanders hosted the Dallas Cowboys in a rivalry that had always been famous. And the Dallas Cowboys win 30-23 in a pretty exciting game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams don't really have anything to really play for as far as, postseason hopes or anything, but those rivalries, Cowboys and Indians, it always gets down to the nitty-gritty. They've had a few blowouts in that rivalry, but it was definitely a great, fun game. And we're going to see how these teams build in the offseason.
The Detroit Lions, playoff hopes hung in the balance as they took on the...
Oh, baby.
Skull, clap, skull, clap. The Minnesota Vikings and Dan Campbell and company fell short. They had only 8 turnovers all season, but they had 6 turnovers that night as the Minnesota Vikings prevailed 23-10.
Again, we know how those rivalries go. We had so many expectations for the Detroit Lions. They started off hot, a few seasons ago under his leadership. We know he's a gutsy play caller, especially on 4th down. But those turnovers killed those guys and killed those playoff hopes. I believe we're gonna see some changes from players, player personnel for the Lions. Stay tuned.
That Sean Payton puff pass, mile high, smoking all the way.
Pressure.
Denver Broncos took on that side arm, throwing behind. Oh, he ain't playing. Oh, Travis Kelce might be his last game. Andy Reid said, "I had a turducken for Christmas."
Yeah.
And going to Denver Broncos, and the Denver Broncos beat the Kansas City Chiefs 20-13.
Yeah, man, they went in there to Arrowhead. They like, look, pretty much we have an advantage. They lost not only the superstar in Mahomes, they lost the backup too. Season-ending injuries, especially this late in the season. Like you said, could this be Travis Kelce's last, game? They showed Mama Kelce on the camera. Her look pretty much says this might be it for her boy, but we shall see. Gotta say too much. Shout out to Bo Nix and company. The Denver Broncos are a team that you cannot sleep on going to these playoffs. You cannot.
Saturday. 2 days after Christmas. Who? The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans took on the L.A. San Diego
Superchargers.
L.A. San Diego Superchargers. And the Houston Texans hang on 20-16 over the Chargers.
They hung on, but you know what's so crazy, man? Both teams definitely fought. Houston started off hot in those deep touchdown passes, and they got a little sloppy. But man, Justin Herbert, it was not totally his fault. Those drops.
The offensive line sucks.
Offensive line, they dealing with a lot of injuries. I didn't even see my boy Mekhi Becton Jr. on the line. They going through a lot. We gonna see how they gonna handle it come to playoffs, man. What they gonna do?
Go, Pat, go! Go, Pat, no! That's right, no, Pat, no!
Heck no.
They took on, quote the Raven, nevermore, and the big man getting news better as Derrick Henry that had 200 yards rushing on 29 carries as the Baltimore Ravens beat the mess out of the Green Bay Packers and graded that cheese 41-24.
Man, they had no choice but to win. I think from all the publicity and everything that took place on questioning why Harbaugh didn't have, Henry having that ball like that in the fourth quarter, they definitely gave him the rock a whole lot. He took over. And, I mean, Tyler Huntley, he looked great. Now, I'm not going to discredit Malik Willis. That boy balled. And I guarantee you, if he did not have that shoulder injury, they probably would have beaten Baltimore.
Nah, I think they might have.
He was balling. He kept those guys in there. I mean, Malik Willis.
He the whole team, the whole offense that night.
Yeah, his future's bright.
Oh, yeah. While Baltimore was sitting up today on Sunday, sitting at home watching TV, just like everybody else was. There was one game they were looking at. Cleveland Rocks! And they took on the Men of Steel, that Panani Brothers with the fried bologna and milk and coleslaw on top of it with the French fries, known as the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, Rodgers couldn't get it done. Shedeur Sanders couldn't get it done. Myles Garrett couldn't get it done. But Cleveland wins 13-6.
13-6 again. Rivalry games are different, especially when you had nothing to lose. You want to make sure you keep certain streaks alive. I heard that they've been taking advantage of Pittsburgh at home during the regular season and everything. And I mean, that defense, I looked at the ranks for pass defense number one. We know he didn't get the record just yet, Myles Garrett, but those guys, they held on to the Steelers. Now, mind you, the Steelers, they're missing DK Metcalf. Heard that their tight end might be done, possibly. The big fella Washington, they didn't have Austin as well, and that played a huge factor. And I mean, what can I say? Perfect timing.
Meanwhile, in the Meadowlands, Jets took on the British are coming. Nope, the Fighting Mike Bravers. And the Fighting Mike Bravers set an NFL record this year with 35 points in the first half as they went on to beat the Jets 42-10.
Straight BTA. We know this team is serious, bro. And I like the fact that they were able to call their old linebacker to be their head coach. He has big shoes to fill, which he already knows. But the Patriots are a very hot team. I just want to see if they can just really hold their own consistently. It's going to be in Drake May's hands come the playoffs, but I'm excited to see those guys in the postseason.
The New Orleans Saints took on the Tennessee Titans. When the Saints come marching in. Hey, 9-5, we got the Nashville Hot Chicken and the Tennessee Titans. And the Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward jumped out early, but New Orleans caught fire in the second half, beating them 34-26.
That's crazy because I was watching other games too, and I kept seeing like the different highlights of Cam Ward and company, and the guy breaking that tackle, and the Saints came out on top. Huge win for them. They're not playing for anything. Excuse me, a little tongue twister right there, but I was shocked to see that final score. They came back and rallied back and won.
The Indianapolis Colts, not on probation, not in the playoffs, and not in Indianapolis 500 because it's not Memorial Day. But they took on the Duval County Jacksonville Jaguars, and Jacksonville held on 23-17. Old man Phillip Rivers had a bad day.
He had a bad day, but I mean, still a crazy comeback story. And honestly, man, I think I said it earlier in the season. We're going to see how consistent if the coach can really keep up this winning and whatnot. The quarterback went down. We know the issue that they're having. I'm still excited to see what the coach will do in the following seasons to come. But Jacksonville, again,
they're real.
They've been here before. And I think these guys are something serious. They're doing all this, but I'm a boy Travis Hunter too. So I'm excited to see what these guys do come postseason. Postseason, the AFC is about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy, the AFC.
The Battle of Florida. Other Florida teams. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers took on the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins in the last place. That's right. The Miami Dolphins. The best out of Baker Mayfield. Right. They intercepted Baker Mayfield 3 times today, and they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-17.
Bro, it's crazy because I believe that they'll be fighting for that NFC South title next week.
Oh, yes, they will, because we got the next score coming up.
Yeah. and it's so crazy because Miami, they've had a crazy up and down seesaw type of a season. And we're going to see what the Buccaneers going to do come next week, man. Shout out to the Dolphins.
Speaking of the Buccaneers, yes, right. They will be fighting for the playoffs next week. Because they Seattle Seahawks, that 12-man, the macchiato from Starbucks and Microsoft, came to Carolina and took on Richard Petty, Ric Flair, and all the rest of it, and Muggsy Bogues and company, and the Charlotte Hornets. But the Carolina Panthers said, I don't know, we turned into Pussycats today, as the Seattle Seahawks beat the mess out of them 27-10.
Yeah, I mean, 27-10 is not a huge blowout, but big enough. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. They listen. Mike McDonald, I got him for Coach of the Year, bro. I mean, he the mastermind. How he just out-coached those guys. I mean, the team beat the boys physically and mentally, and probably spiritually. But no, we're gonna see what they gonna do come next week for the NFC South title. I cannot wait to see the Panthers and the Saints next week. I mean, that's Saints, right? Buccaneers, my bad.
Welcome to the jungle. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, on that spaceship team, came out of the desert. They're on the Arizona Cardinals. And boy, the Arizona Cardinals played like they were cold because it was 37-14, the final.
Definitely cold. Shout out to Jamar Chase to set another record on today. The Bengals, you want so much for Zach Johnson and company. Again, they still need a defense. And, I mean, we're going to see how they're going to go in the offseason. And the Arizona Cardinals, my God. I mean,
what happened?
It's always something for Arizona. So,
due to NFL restrictions, we can't give you the scores, but we can tell you the games. The New York Giants playing the Las Vegas Raiders. And G's, man.
Yeah.
And fly, Eagles, fly. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the nobody circles a wagon like the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia.
Thanks.
And Sunday night,
good one.
The Chicago, the Bears take on that Levi's wearing, Charlie Carr, paella eating, San Francisco 49ers, and the Chicago Bears. And Monday night, the LA Hollywood Randy Donuts take on that ATL Glass Night Chicken and Waffles, Chick-fil-A, Home Depot, Atlanta Falcons. Hey, take the commercial break.
And look, y'all heard what's coming up, man. I mean, tonight's game's gonna be crazy. The NFC North champion Bears going to Levi Stadium. We'll be right back. Y'all, we got some more stuff from college football because y'all know we drawing near to the end of 2025. We'll be close to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Don't be gone for too long. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, you all. College football playoff, but not only the playoff, we have other games still coming up, you all. Big dog. Let's get to it.
All right, the college football playoff starts off New Year's Eve night at 7:30 on ESPN. The number 10 Miami Hurricanes on the number 2 defensive national champion Ohio State Buckeyes. Who you got?
Woo, boy. Based on what we saw last week, Miami, the defense definitely showed up, no doubt about it. But they cannot play just off of a run game against a vicious, attacking Ohio State team. Now, Ohio State, they did fall short to Indiana. I think these guys are looking to, keep their title as the defending champions. But in this game right here, I'm going to go with Carson Beck's experience. I got this game, the final score being 21-24. I got Miami.
Couple turnovers, but no cigar. Ohio State will win 31-21.
Okay.
Saturday, high noon. Miami, Florida, the Orange Bowl. Number 5 Oregon Ducks. The number 4 Texas Tech Red Raiders. Who you got?
Man, it's crazy. Look, Oregon is known for their uniforms. I heard that the uniforms that they're going to be wearing, like their cursed uniforms, they're trying to break that curse. I got Texas Tech Raiders shocking the world and just giving us what we need. Solid all-around football team from offense to defense, special teams. I got the Red Raiders winning this one.
I agree. The Rose Bowl presented by Prudential on ESPN, 4 o'clock. Number 1 Indiana Hoosiers take on the Alabama Christmas Tide.
Oh, Tide. And this one right here, as much as I love my former JMU coach, who's now in Indiana making things happen, Heisman Trophy winner quarterback, I love his confidence. I'm going to go with the experience of Alabama, man, that defense to carry them through.
I'm going with the Indiana Hoosiers.
Okay. Shut
down Alabama just like Georgia did. Speaking Speaking of Georgia, the All-State Sugar Bowl from the New Orleans Super
New Orleans, baby.
8 o'clock, ESPN. Number 6, No Lane Kiffin, Mississippi Rebels take on the Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart. Who you got?
Good old Sugar Bowl SEC matchup, and I got the Bulldogs coming away pretty big in this one. I'll see that score will probably be 34-17.
I agree. Now, Week 18, the NFL. None of these games have networks or times where we're about to tell you. So you'll just see the game at the bottom of the screen, and I'll pick. The first game, the Arizona Cardinals come out of that spaceship and fly to the SoFi Carport in L.A. to play the L.A. Hollywood Randy Donut Rams. Who you got?
I got the Rams winning, man. They listen. They gonna take care of business. I mean, Arizona, they don't have nothing to lose, of course, but I got them losing to the Rams for sure.
The puff pass Denver Broncos host the L.A. San Diego Superchargers. L.A. San Diego Superchargers. And the Chargers, the Broncos tangle.
Yeah, listen, they're not gonna be indoors. They're gonna be outdoors and mile high. It get cold out there, high elevation and everything in those mountains. And for this game, I actually have the Chargers winning by a field goal against the Broncos to bounce back from last week.
I do. That can't.
Oh, that chant. Oh,
the Kansas City Chiefs go to Vegas and play the Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders. Who you got? The Raiders and the Chiefs?
Man, this is crazy, bro. We would never thought we would see the Chiefs looking like this. No Mahomes and everything else is going on. But it's crazy. They're playing the Raiders. And in this game, I got the Chiefs winning against the Raiders. They'll do just enough to get a win and close out this season.
Miami Dolphins playing them Fighting Mike Vrabels. That's right. As the New England Patriots host the Miami Dolphins in Foxborough.
Yeah, that should be a great game. Don't sleep on Miami now. They got to go to much more colder weather, but I think Miami is going to hang in there as long as they can. They're going to really make it a game, but I have the Patriots winning at least by a field goal. It's going to be a good game for sure.
NFC Championship rematch from last year. The Washington Commanders 10-0 take on Fly Eagles Fly as the Philadelphia Eagles host the Washington Commanders.
And they're going to fly away with this one. I got Philadelphia winning big.
It's all on the line. All or nothing. Quote the Raven, nevermore. The big man getting loose, better known as Derrick Henry, take on the Men of Steel and the Panani Bros with the fried bologna in the middle, and Mike Thomas eyes bugging out like Omar Epps. The Pittsburgh Steelers host the Ravens.
Before I even make this pick, this game is going to determine which team will or will not have a different head coach next year. This is what I think it's going to come down to. We know the history. He's never had a losing season. They always have the right there on the 500 or right above 500 mark for Pittsburgh. A lot says stay for Baltimore. If he's healthy enough, do you bring back Lamar? Or do you keep your faith with Tyler Huntley? And this game right here, being that they have more life, and I don't think that certain teams are going to be in their way for possible playoffs, because once you win, you're in for both teams. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens winning 13-10.
Aaron Rodgers, playoffs again.
Yeah.
This could be all number 1 seed, or you could be the number 6 seed. The Seattle Seahawks, the 12th man of Macchiato, traveled to Levi Stadium, the site of the Super Bowl, and played the Charlie Call known as the San Francisco 49ers. Right surrounding that San Francisco treat that the 49ers host the Seahawks.
Yeah, despite those injuries, man, I still like what the 49ers are doing. They got to go into another hostile environment. I love the 12th man. I love what Mike McDonald is doing. I think they're going to apply just enough pressure on Sam Darnold. And being that we might end up seeing a 3-game match in the playoffs possibly, I got the 49ers beating those guys.
The Indianapolis Colts said we're not on probation or not in the playoffs because we play the Houston Texans. Texas. The Houston Texans holds the Colts in Houston.
Yeah, I think for this one, DeMeco Ryans going to play it smart. He's not going to put too much pressure on his starters or whatnot so they can be healthy and ready to go for the playoffs. I think with that being said, I'm going to go with the Colts at least winning by a touchdown for this one.
The G-Men host American team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Now, we already know Dallas is going to take care of business. We'll see what changes they're going to have and see if they're going to keep our boy George Pickens in the offseason. We shall see.
Welcome to the jungle. The Cincinnati Bengals host Cleveland Rocks and Shador Sanders and the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, both teams had nothing to lose. A huge confident win for Shador, despite them starting off hot and then being cold and that defense saving them. But that being said, they always say defense wins championships. I'm going to go with Cleveland beating the Bengals, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on Joe Burrows and company.
The Detroit Lions take on the Bears. Chicago Bears in Detroit.
Chicago Bears, Detroit. If I'm Ben Johnson, bro, I'm going against my former team.
I'm sitting there with we're already in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm listen. I'm resting my guys. I see Detroit winning this one.
The best rivalry not talked about in the NFL when the Saints come marching in, take on that ATL Home Depot / Chicken and Waffle Chick-fil-A Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints.
Hey man, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a great way to close out the season for both NFC South teams despite their records. I'm gonna give it to the home team. I got the Falcons winning this one.
All right. Jets, Jets travel to Buffalo in the last game of Rich Stadium, and the Buffalo Bills host the New York Jets.
Yeah, rest and starters or not, I got the Buffalo Bills taking care of the Jets, man.
Go, Pack, go! Take on the Minnesota Vikings host the Green Bay Packers.
Hey, man, I believe Green Bay, they've already clinched the playoff spot. Love is still
yes, they did. They already clinched the playoff
They did,
spot.
yeah. I know.
But they're going to probably rest everybody.
Love will still be out. And we're going to put the trust in Malik Willis. I think they're going to pull away probably by a touchdown, maybe a field goal against Minnesota. But Minnesota's going to put up a fight for sure, especially in the NFC North rivalry.
There's no question about this next game. Winner takes all. You're in the playoffs, you win. Lose, you go home. The Carolina Ric Flair Panthers, woo! Take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers host the Carolina Panthers. Winner take all.
I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I'm going to go with the Panthers.
I'm going with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And the last game on the docket, the Tennessee Cam Ward Nashville Top Chicken Titans. Tennessee Titans go to Duval County.
Yeah, baby.
Play the Jacksonville Jaguars in the last game in Gator Bowl because it's getting remodeled for the next 2 years because Jacksonville's playing in Orlando for the next 2 years.
It's crazy, man. Formerly known as Alltel Stadium. I got Jacksonville taking care of business even if they rest their starters, man. Tennessee doesn't have enough.
All right, Heavy, take me home.
Woo-wee. Listen, 2025 is almost done. It's been a pleasure. We cannot wait to see you all next year. Stay tuned for more. Keep your eye on the rest of those bowl games as well, other than the college football playoff. That transfer portal is getting hot. It's like every day we hear news from different students, different guys before after games. They're going to enter into the portal. They're going to declare for the NFL draft. But that portal is going to be crazy. And then the NFL, 2 title games on the line. AFC North, NFC South. We can't wait to see y'all next week. Peace out, all in football.